Hello, everybody. Welcome to IT Skills channel. In today's video, we have an interesting story for you. And this is a story that will trigger you unless you are the side of the enemy. And I think I say this company enemy because they deserve to be after what they did. And you hear me out. And if you agree, please comment below. But I really convinced that after you finish this video, watching this video, all of it, you'll agree why this company may be considered the world biggest enemy. Let's get started. What is this company? This company we're talking about is gonna make your blood boil. This company has bought and did an acquisition and merger with so many other companies before, but all they did is burn them down to the ground and then left them for dead. This company has done a lot of insane things. But this company is valued billions and billions of dollars. Do you think this company is in the list? You know, you have TikTok over here, you have Microsoft, you have Google, you have Apple, you have Facebook. Do you think the company I'm talking about is any of this? I'll give you a second. Well, if you say any of this company, you are not wrong. They have their crimes. But the company we'll be discussing now, it surpasses these companies, in my opinion, in terms of the type of crime they did. And let me show you that company. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. The company I'm talking about is, you guessed it. If you guessed it, Broadcom, you're right. And you know the story by now. We're not going to keep digging deeper on it, but they purchased VMware in November 2023. Everybody who were, VMware fans, professional partners were worried, but they were assured that with Broadcom's not going to do anything crazy. They're going to maintain VMware integrity. How fool were we to think that VMware was going to be the same? Because as we know in the history of mergers and acquisition and purchases, etc., when somebody buys a company for $69 billion, billion with a B, they're not going to just come over there and say, we're just buying it for the sake of buying it. We're going to let everything run the same. They're not going to do that. We knew that. But we didn't anticipate how bad they're going to ruin this company to make it their visions count. They had a grand plan, all right? And they had that grand plan. It came with a lot of people losing their job. It came with a lot. But what we now know is that this grand plan now includes the idea that they no longer want to support the world neediest people. What I mean by that? Well, you have students, education, schools. Broadcom says, no discount for you. We don't need you. Go somewhere else. We need money. And then the most atrocious of all, the most craziest of all, Broadcom literally started dissing or basically hating on charities now. They do not want charities anymore. So the story I have to tell you right now is going to make you get angry if you are somebody who is basically compassionate. Because Broadcom basically, instead of honoring what VMware did for charities, they decided to say, we're going to increase the price on all people, regardless of what your status is, affiliation is. You're going to get the price increased. Now, you may say, well, that's within their right to do that. But the charities we're talking about is a hospital. As you know, people who do charities don't really make that much, and also they do a lot of good things, usually for volunteers and etc. So they can't afford a lot of finances to run a business. So VMware at the time used to give this company of licensing for $5,000, and that was their budget. They used to allocate their budget for $5,000 for licenses. But after Broadcom took over, this company had a renewal come up, and they were told that they have to pay 40,000 if they want to stay with VMware products. This company were sick to hear that, and so they rightly so contacted one of their partners, in this case the VMware slash Broadcom partner. They contacted them. They wanted somebody to become the middleman, negotiate with Broadcom in salespeople to see if they could figure out how to give this company a discount and make sure they stay with the Broadcom slash VMware, Broadcom by VMware, VMware by Broadcom rather. So Broadcom, I guess they were annoyed that this company involved the partners, to talk to them about reducing possibly their prices. So they decided to release a statement that it will shock you. And let me show you the statement. They basically said, and I quote, Broadcom tells partner negotiating for charity, VMware is not for everybody. So the biggest quote of the day is they literally saying VMware is not for everybody. What does that mean? Well, the only reason VMware is not for everybody is they're talking about VMware is not for everybody is because they don't want VMware for people who don't have cash. They're basically saying VMware is only for the rich. And this in this case, this charity don't have money, a nonprofit slash charity doesn't have money, so they basically saying that we don't support you. You don't need to be with VMware. Go somewhere. That's what they literally telling this company, and that is sad for a company with a multi-billion-dollar backing to say go away to a organization that does good. If nothing else, that organization could be in a marketing win for Broadcom had they actually thought about it. But nothing Broadcom does make rational anymore. They really are just sent to almost destroy VMware. I mean, at this point, do they really love VMware? Do they hate it so bad because they really want to destroy it? And I guess that to add further pain to this company, they were told that they're gonna have to pay 40,000 instead of 5,000 they used to pay originally, because VMware said we're gonna be bundling our licenses and into one main offering, and you have to purchase that, otherwise you won't be able to use VMware at all. In this case, they did something similar to Adobe CC, Adobe Creative Cloud. As you know, in the past, historically, you could purchase Adobe Dreamweaver, Adobe Reader, Adobe Acrobat Pro, Adobe, Premiere Pro, Adobe, Photoshop single-handedly, and you pay the perpetual licensing. Then Adobe wants subscription, and now they let you they have to purchase, they basically won't sell that anymore, so you have to buy the entire Adobe CC, even though you may only need Premiere Pro, or maybe you may need only Premiere Rush, whatever. But the point is you're paying for all this other applications. So that's essentially what VMware did, or Broadcom did in this case. They combined a lot of SKUs of the application into one offering. So whether you are a small business or large business, you are stuck with all these bundles. And that's a good thing for rich, because the bundles, I will say this, they're much cheaper, if you buy individually, but there is still a lot of money if you buy them together, and that's the whole idea. They knew they made VMware offering horrible, so they knew that the only way they could sell it for a lot more is to bundle into one and take offering away that's in the single-handedly. And this is where I guess the story gets into a little bit more sickening, and is that Broadcom don't want anyone who doesn't have money. Broadcom really want that company to get out of the way, and they want to replace them with rich people, rich companies. And in this case, this company had no choice but to stay, because they invested so much in their infrastructure in VMware. And so they didn't have the contingency plan to move. And then they also don't have a lot of technical people, possibly. So they had to stay and pay $40,000. Now, what did Broadcom get out of that $40,000? Nothing really. All they did is they make a company that does good hate them, and a lot of people hate them now too. And that's where companies like Broadcom is really one of the most evilest company ever, in my opinion. And I don't know if they're gonna continue just destroying people lifestyle, but it just tells you Microsoft is a saint, Apple is a saint. All of those companies I showed you is a saint. They're a saint now compared to Broadcom. This Broadcom company is becoming the world biggest evil company. And I hope that, you know, somebody put a stop to it. Maybe the EU will finally stop them from doing all this destruction to companies. Comment below. What do you think? Do you think Broadcom is the wrong or the right? Do you think Broadcom is right to do whatever they want? or do you think that that charity is getting, they getting mistreated by Broadcom? I mean, I just think right now that it would be in common sense. It would be an easy marketing for Broadcom to let that charity have it and just say, "Hey, we donated this to charities. We do help charities, nonprofit, etc., and education." But they decided to not do it. Another thing now is Broadcom is literally doing marketing, not for themselves, for the likes of Nutanix, Microsoft Hyper-V, Citrix Zen Server, Scale, and more hypervisor. So they're basically saying, "Hi, we're Broadcom. We suck. We hate people. We ruin people's life. Please take our customers, take our market share. If you do that, we'll thank you very much." That's what they're literally doing. And I think anyone who's now in hypervisor game does not win. The likes of Proxmox, Nutanix, Microsoft V, if they don't win more user, more market share, then I would don't know how. That would be the greatest disaster. This is where Broadcom will lose the game and companies, those other companies will win. If they don't, then they have fumbled this a big opportunity. Broadcom keep messing up, it will bring victories. It will make more other hypervisor become the mainstream. Let's hope that's the goal. That's what we get. And let's hope Broadcom will get out of business one day. Thanks for watching. That's all I have to say. If you think I went too far on Broadcom, comment below. If you think I was fair on their assessment, let me know. If you haven't subscribed already, and if you like this type of content, please give us a like so the algorithm can actually promote this and more people can see it. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.